All right, good evening, everybody. Dr. Gloria Pope here, live on Zoom, right? Not really live, it's just me and you currently. But anyway, I'm here with the amazing Shay. You guys don't know, Shay's one of the best people in my life right now. We've crossed paths on Instagram and Facebook for so many years, and we connected through a softball team a couple of years ago. And I think it's one of the best relationships I've actually formed in 2020. So I'm very excited to have her this evening. Shay, say hi to everybody.
Hi guys, how you guys doing?
Yeah, she's like super duper cool. So excited about this. So Shay, tell me all about yourself.
Oh gosh, how long do we have? Like,
And let's keep it talking. Go ahead.
all about me in a nutshell. I'm born and raised in the Bronx. I was raised by my grandfather, single grandfather raising me. He was my mother's adopted father, so it was much of a culture change because he was older and he was from Barbados. And for me, I'm a young kid growing up in America, so growing up was very interesting. Like I had to learn how to do my own hair. Had to get used to not getting hugs because he was very like manly man, and he was just like no. But all in all, it made me really strong and resilient. I've learned some tough life lessons at a very young age, and it's enabled me to just be able to endure
Mm-hmm.
what life has been, throwing at me.
Oh,
Pretty much, I guess I would say late college years, I knew I always wanted to have my own business and work for myself, but I wasn't quite sure on how I would navigate through life. So I ended up doing what everybody else did, getting a job. First job I had was Applebee's, but the second major job I had was a flight attendant, and I was able to like travel and everything. But like all things, that didn't work out because I had to take care of my little brother. So I quit that job to move back to New York to take care of my little brother. And then I started singing and singing background. So it's a long story, but it's very much heavily based around the arts and talent. Like that's my life is art.
yeah, I didn't know you was a flight attendant. I found something new about you. So I know you're like the coolest person who's ever like a pop quiz at a party. I gotta like do some research because there's gonna be mad questions I'm not gonna know the answer to because every time I see you mention something new,
Yeah,
like all the time. So now I'm
absolutely.
like a catalog in here in my head because I'm gonna win the prize. I'm telling you now, I'm winning the prize. I'm gonna know all the answers.
Listen, it's tough. Up until I want to say 3 months ago, none of my friends knew my real middle name. They all thought my middle name was Marie, which everybody else thinks my name is Shay Marie G, but it's actually not. So yeah, I'm very
Yeah, see, I don't know that either.
yeah.
Don't say it now though, because I want other people to know. Because I want to,
No, I will not.
get to
I
you later.
will not.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you have a number of businesses that we're going to discuss. So what is the first one you want to like mention and talk about?
Well, the first business that I started was SWB Radio.
Okay.
I started recording SWB Radio from the Matrix Studios, which is the oldest running AM FM studio from the Bronx, New York, and the first Bronx studio to go pure internet and pure streaming before all of those internet radios became
Mhm.
really popular. So I was able to study under DWY, which is the owner of the Matrix Studios, and he took me under his wing and definitely helped me catapult into the radio business. And it's been pretty cool. I've interviewed Cassie, I've interviewed Run DMC, I've interviewed all types of like the CEO Linda Tintawi of Susan G. Komen Cancer Association. I mean, I've gotten some really good interviews, Jill Scott. I mean, the list goes on with the people that
Waiting,
I've met through
waiting.
SWB. Yes. And listen, when I tell you, she is one of the coolest people she literally had me crying in a corner. And yeah, she is definitely a beautiful soul. So SWB Radio has definitely helped me meet people and interview people. It's just been fun. It's been fun.
See, now I know you met Jill Scott.
Yeah, the pictures are on my Facebook. I'm surprised you didn't see them. Now, look, I've been
Now you know. Now I'm going to investigate, right?
yes, you gotta get pictures. And the whole time she's like, she wants to take a picture with me. So this is what happened. She's walking out of a nightclub, and I stop her, and I'm like, Miss Jill, can I just please take a picture with you? I know you're busy. I don't want to bother you. And she was just like, well, what do you want to talk to me about? And that's literally, and I said, can I take a picture? And she asked me that, and it didn't quite register in my mind. And she said,
Yes.
what are we going to talk about? And I'm like, oh, just quick, grab a camera. She's like, no pictures. This whole time you're talking to me about taking a picture. When I'm talking to you, we're having a conversation. And me and her just went into this 10-minute long conversation about seizing the moment and being able to demand attention and demand your place. And listen, to this day, I have never said, oh, I'm getting emotional. I've never really told anybody the things that we discussed, but she's literally like one of my top 5 celebrities that I've ever met that really like was a real person, like kind and intuitive. Like I swear she's like a prophet. Like I swear she's crazy. It's crazy.
I've been in love with her since like I went to school in Philly.
Yeah.
I was at Temple. I was in North Philly. How can you not like Jill Scott? And I'm just like, oh, she's gonna walk down a block one day, and I might be able to touch her. And then Lisa took me to a concert in Brooklyn when she was at King's Theater, and we had front row seats for my birthday. And then Jill pulled me up to like the front of the stage, and she danced with me. She's been my girlfriend ever since that.
Like we've been together.
Yeah, like we're in a whole relationship, like hands down. Like how can you not be in a relationship with me? And then she did this little snap. She did one of these when she was walking back towards the stage to Lisa. Like I did that. I was like, oh. She claimed me.
Take my wife.
That's how I felt. Yeah, I talked about that for weeks. And I still bring it up, as I did this now. It was such an amazing moment.
Oh, Lisa wanted to beat you. You know what?
She was like, "Get it, babe, get it!"
Really? Oh,
Yeah, that's how I feel about her. She is. She's so cool. She definitely is. Somebody else probably would have tried to yank my head off, but she didn't do that.
Yeah, anybody else would have been like, "Yo, stop playing with me right now."
Yeah, nah, she was like, "Ooh, that's cool." Like definitely. So where are you going with the whole radio station now?
Right now, being that COVID is going on, I'm going to try to start doing internet interviews, but unfortunately, it's not the same dynamic and it's not the same vibe as in person. I'm just being hard-headed. I'm not going to lie. It's not the same, but I know that there's ways for me to still continue it online. It's not the same vibe and the same energy, but maybe after I finish my second degree, I'll have more time to be in the studio and to, gradually, but unfortunately it's been on pause, but we still have a YouTube channel. We still have social media. We're still posting other artists and videos and people's music, and we're still, operating. So you can still watch all of the episodes on YouTube and share all of the episodes. You can still follow us. Okay. Cause listen, tons and tons of content on our YouTube page that everyone can watch.
Oh, I gotta go on there now.
It's tons of stuff on there, like tons of stuff, like concerts with Young Ma, MA. I have tons of stuff. Like, yeah, we got interviews from like Love and Hip Hop. We got Hot 97 interviews in there, like a whole bunch of dope content that people that you would actually want to listen to on our YouTube page.
Oh, I'll be on there as soon as we're done with this. All right, great. So now we're going to move into what business?
Okay, so we can talk about Bronx Poetry because I'm going to save my baby for last.
Okay.
Bronx Poetry started back in I forgot to mention SWB Radio. I started back in 2015. Bronx Poetry I started in 2017, and Bronx Poetry is a poetry collective that literally is an open mic that's open to all types of artists, but we do focus on poetry, but we do allow other artists to come in and participate, and it's been so much fun. I really miss in-person open mics, and thank you because you have come. And,
I have.
It's definitely a vibe. Like these poets are sick. Their mouths are slick. I mean, things that you would never believe in wordplay. And I'm telling you, word is one of the most beautiful arts that people just don't take. They take it for granted. But the art of speaking is phenomenal. So yeah, Bronx Poetry is definitely my child. And I love it. And I love the fact that we can go and create a space for people who are just, writers. Some people feel like, oh, I'm not good or whatever. Bronx Poetry is a place where you come in and you will be accepted, whether it's good or bad. As long as you don't talk bad about women, as long as you don't do that, we're good.
Yeah, like I really enjoy them. I cannot wait for like the world to be halfway open. So I can just sit there and get myself a drink. Those wings were always popping, and just sit there and just enjoy the food.
Shout
Like,
out to 1002 Lounge. Their food was always on point. Those
yeah,
wings were bomb. And I
yo,
heard their shrimp basket was good too, but I'm allergic. But yeah, I heard that was good too.
yeah, it was definitely a good time, all the time. Yeah, so I'm excited for that to come back as well. Hopefully by the summer we'll be out here. Give me something to do on my Wednesday nights.
Exactly. Give us some freedom, man. Give us some freedom, you know?
It's so
It's crazy.
rough. So
COVID sucked. But COVID it's been an interesting thing with COVID. Like tons of bad things that we don't even need to get into that has happened. But I could honestly say there was some positive things that came from COVID. Like my sip and paint business has literally like skyrocketed from the people that have been requesting our services just because people are staying home more and
yeah.
they're around their people more. So they want activities to do at
Mm-hmm.
home rather than going out. Like they want things to do at home. So it kind of worked out.
Yes, I feel like the most people I've interviewed, as they've evolved so much through this actual pandemic. Like everybody's business. Well, how long have you been doing this? Well, I started in 2020. Like I started in 2020. 90% of the people I've spoken to have started their business. They're all fresh and they're all new. Because I think the slowdown of life allowed you the moment to say, hey, this is what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
And give you time to think about it, to create it, and so it can evolve to whatever it is now. And some people have done some really, really, really well. I'm actually, I started last year as well, and it's really changed into something much bigger than I thought because I had time to think about it.
Yep.
There wasn't no real distractions. I was just home. So what am I going to do? Figure out more ways to make money. Obviously, that's right now. So it's been dope. So tell me about your sip and paint, which I've booked before.
Yes, you have, and thank you for your support. I love you. So I started Sip and Paint NYC back in 2017. We started doing small parties in Queens, and then from Queens, it jumped from events from Queens and Brooklyn, and then from Queens and Brooklyn, we started to do events in the Bronx, and then from there, we have really just any borough, even in Long Island, we will travel to and set up your entire party for you, whether it be virtual or booking an artist to come in person, large parties or just intimate settings. Like now, a lot of people have been booking their Valentine's Day specials where they're just sitting down. It's like literally a couples, and I will come set up a bottle of wine and your brushes and your easels and everything so that you can have that kind of intimate kind of painting thing. And and the instructor could either be in person or on a television, projector, or however you want to set it up. So this is my baby. I mean, I've always wanted to paint. I can't paint for shit. I'm just, can I curse?
Yeah, you
Am
can.
I allowed to curse?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But I can't paint to save my life. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? But I love art so much and I love to paint. And I'm like, there's no way that a person like me who loves to paint, who can't paint, can't somehow create this type of environment for other people. And I'm like, this is what it is. I hire all professional artists and I just literally, I'm the supplier. And it works out. It is so much fun. It's so much fun.
Definitely is a good time. Definitely is a good time. Like the last one we went to, we had that very creative art situation. Oh, guys, I had all the laughs. You have laughs.
Oh,
yeah. But you know what? Your artist was so good; he was able to fix it.
Yes, and he was. He was able to fix it. And I always tell people, because of course, when it comes to sip and paint parties, everybody thinks that they can do a sip and paint party because it seems easy. It's really not as easy as it seems, but it takes a professional artist to be your instructor, to be able to save paintings because, ooh, baby. It just...
I know it was bad.
It was tough.
I was watching it happen from the first.
And I don't want to talk about her because now I'm actually kind of having a relationship with her, and I love her, and I don't want to talk bad about her. But Lord Jesus, you know who you are, and I won't say your name, but girl, whew, that was tough. Oh, I lost you. You froze. Uh-oh. 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 Hello. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Hey guys. Sister. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. Yikes. What should we do, Suki? Okay, we're gonna kill time. This is Suki. This is my old dog, Suki. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, be nice. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. Now she's gone. Will she come back? I don't know. I'm just gonna stand here frozen. Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Oh, be careful, don't jump off. Be nice. Yeah. There she goes.
I'm so sorry. My whole computer just turned off on me.
You should have seen me. I was like,
But I'm totally back. And like the great thing about the world today is still recording. Thank God you didn't leave. Funny story real quick. So yesterday I'm recording. And also, see that light right there behind my shoulder? All of a sudden the light started going on and off. My daughter was at the bottom of the steps playing with the lights.
oh.
So then I muted myself and I'm like, yo, get away from the lights. And it was just crazy. It was crazy. It was the funniest thing ever. So I had to like stop in the middle of it.
Somebody was like, is there a ghost in the house?
It just kept flickering. And I kept on putting it on mute. I was like, Leia, leave the lights alone. Mommy's recording. Like keeping my face straight. It was just ridiculous.
With a smile, like, you better
smile. And it told me in the computer. It was like, oh, iOS something, 1%, 2%. I was like, oh, what's that? Maybe it's downloading something.
It was like battery low. I'm shutting down. Help me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the laughs. So the things you can laugh about. But anyway, so this is your baby. You have your professional artists who come out and everything else like that.
Oh, that's so funny.
It is a lot.
So I only book professional artists. So if you don't have a catalog or not literally like have been in art galleries, unfortunately I just don't really do that. I know, and it's always good to have exposure, but I feel like if you're booking an event, you definitely want something of quality and you want someone who is experienced and who knows how to actually, paint. So yeah, but I work with a professional artist named Illustrates, and Illustrates is this is one of his pieces that he's did. I won't show my version because it's not cute. But yeah, this is Illustrates, and then he's one of my main guys. But I work with another guy named Keith, and he lives in South Carolina, and he does most of my virtual events. And then I work with another lady named Jade, and she does most of the kids' events and things like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to book you again. I gotta find a reason. I'll probably have plenty of reasons between all the brunches and stuff I'm doing in my yard during the summer.
I can't wait. Listen, you have the best parties. I don't care what nobody says. Like, I want to go to everything. You're like, listen, we are having a paint herb party. I'm like, I've been there. Like, let's do it. We're planting things. Let's do this. I'm ready. Like, you always have the best parties. And it's the best food, too. That's not the only reason why I come, though, but the party and then the food.
Listen, it's good. It's good people, right? And you always have to have good food because we are what we eat.
Exactly. And good music.
Yup. Definitely. Yeah, because I gotta talk to you because I'm doing an event. My next pop-up. You know what the theme is, right?
What?
Black women in music.
Ooh.
You already know you're gonna be my curator for that whole event, right?
So we're gonna do music. We're gonna have music performances. Can I do that? Can I run that?
Yes. You're my expert. Why would I be doing that myself?
Let me tell you something. For those of you guys who have never worked on a professional level, she is very much like, this is your job. Do your job. And that's it. Don't ask me for nothing. You got this. because you got this. Like, don't do it. And I'm like, can I plug up this wire? And you know what you need to do. So can I just go through your house and just plug the windows there? Just go through the window. It's to your left. All right.
You gotta let people do what they're good at. I'm a very stay in my lane type of person. If I find somebody who I know is really good at what they can do and they can handle a whole thing and make it amazing, then I'm just gonna be like, oh yes, you do that.
And you know what, that little concert that we did for your wife for her birthday, it was amazing. Like, people really had a good time. People were dancing, and it was a full band. Like, it was really, really nice. It was really nice.
It was one of the most memorable moments of my life. I got a lot of props for that one.
You did? I know people were like, you had a band?
He was like, how did you do that? Oh my gosh. And I was like, it's going to be a little party. And it'll be like 75 people in the backyard. I was like, all right.
Yeah, exactly. A little get together.
Good thing I had a big old yard.
Yeah. Oh my God. That yard is, you can literally build a house back there. If not 2 houses back there.
Definitely.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Very blessed. But that just shows when you work hard, there is a reward at the end of the day, you know, and it gives people motivation to keep going. And I love the fact that you're not one of those people who you are one of those people who share. You share information. You want help? I will help you. What do you want to do? Done. And I appreciate that, because a lot of the times we have, it's always a miscommunication between other Black women. Sometimes we're trying to compete with each other, or we want to feel better or better than, so we don't share information and we don't uplift other women because it validates who we are to feel like we're better than them. And that's not how life should be. That is not how life should be. And we should always be able to say, okay, sister, I got my backpack on. I'm moving. You moving with me. We moving together. That type of, ideology out of life, No,
I said that's what the whole Black girl everything is. I'm just going to have this collective of like 1,000 million women behind me. And we're just going to take over the world. Ultimately, however I can, wherever I can do it. If I can plug you in to do this or plug you in to do that, that's the whole point, is to sit here to catapult each one of us into another area. Because if I drag you somewhere, I expect you to drag me the same place, And that's how everybody gets ahead. People are competitive. People are really competitive. And you start weaning out your friends too, when you start realizing people who can't be supportive because they just can't get where you are. And that's very sad. But, I'm going to keep on going forward. All my cheerleaders can come with me, and everybody else who doesn't want to cheer, they can sit there in their own, wallow in their own sweat.
Exactly. And, another thing that I really wanted to talk about before we go, I want people to understand is no matter what type of business, you could be making T-shirts, sip and paint, or anything, understand that unfortunately the way that the world works is you have to learn how to reach out to other people for help, and you have to learn how to reach out to other people to advertise your business, because you cannot expect your small circle of family or your friends to be your main group of supporters. It doesn't work that way. In a perfect world, you would get that support, and some people do, but a good 85% of us really have to hustle to, be able to really get a following and a group from people that we just don't know. And I honestly could say that my support has been from strangers. 95% of my support has been from strangers, and I'm blessed. And I don't feel any type of way. I share my little flyers here and there, but I've been blessed. And if I haven't learned how to tap into that, I would be miserable.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. When people are like, I'm not growing, I'm not making any money, because stop trying to sell to your cousin. Like your cousin, they might buy from you once, they might buy from you twice, and you can't expect them every time they get paid, they're going to keep on continuing buying your product, unless it's a reusable product, that you can constantly consume, that you need over and over and over again. But past that, you got to really tap into strangers. Yep. And I've been big on that. I jump in people's DMs all the time. Hey, this is me. This is what I'm doing. You want to get down? You want to do these things? Like I did a lot of that recently. That's why now I'm booked all the way to April. Because now I'm just starting to realize I have to talk to strangers more often and invite strangers to things and ask them what they're doing and share information. And that's the only way you're really going to grow. Yeah. Like I'm doing a pop-up in the Bronx on the 27th. I'm like, I didn't know this girl. She posted. I said, okay, I'm going to come.
Yep, I'm on my way. But that's how it is. And I feel like you'd be so surprised the people that you would meet. Like I met this lady randomly one summer, and literally through her, she connected me to her cousin. Then she had a party for her daughter. Then her daughter's friend had a party that's in her school. And then, and it's crazy like how it's like a domino effect. Like, wow, all because I connected with this one random person on Instagram that,
Yeah.
this happened. So definitely learn how to tap into that. Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. So as we went through all your businesses, how can people find you?
Okay, so there's a number of pages where you can find me. I'll
Everything.
just drop all of my Instagrams real quick. Shay, SHAY_MARIE_G, or you can find me at SWB Radio, and that's Sam William Boy Radio, or you can find me at Sip and Paint NYC. It's not the and sign, it's just Sip AND Paint NYC, and then or you can find me at Bronx Poetry, just common spelling Bronx then poetry. And so that's where you can find me. You can literally Google SWB Radio and my YouTube page will come up and you'll be able to watch the show. And yeah, that's it. And my social is, now I'm joking.
And if you really want to find it, you can find it at the Black Girl Everything Retreat. Aha. Because one of the speakers for the weekend. It's going to be a fabulous party as usual.
I'm excited. I will be
a lot of healing.
doing a seminar on master resetting your life. And I am so excited. I'm so excited and I'm so nervous because I want to be able to, I want to just touch somebody. Like if I could reach one person and change their life, like that's like, okay, I did what I had to do. I came, I saw, I conquered. That's my goal. And if I could do more than one, then God is just like, here, girl, I got you.
Yeah, it's going to definitely be fabulous. Definitely be fabulous. I'm really excited about it. It's really coming along, especially when I went to the house. Because we see something in pictures, you're like, oh, this looks nice. And then I went there in real life. I was like, oh, this really looks like the pictures. Ooh. It is gorgeous. The house. Space is so amazing. The space is so amazing. It's so amazing that we're trying to figure out where we're going to book it for again in the summer.
Wow.
Amazing. That amazing. Like you're going to come in and be like, oh.
I'm not going to want to leave. I'm going to be like it's Monday. You got to
because I'm happy because sometimes when you do events and stuff like they kind of rush off and go home. I actually booked myself the last night on a Sunday, so after the whole event is over, I'm just there for a whole nother night because I told all the team who's working in the house and everything else like that, they all got to go by 4:00 with the rest of the guests on Sunday. So it's just me and the wife.
Yep, and that's your time to unwind and decompress with all the information and all the, crazy.
This is so good! Just one of those moments. Very, very excited about it. So that's March 26th to the 28th, people. If you haven't booked, book now. Definitely.
Stop playing games, because I don't want to hear nobody saying, oh my God, why did you not tell me and remind me? No,
you know how that's going to happen, though? You know how that's going to happen? And then when we start posting all the videos and everything else like that for all the people, like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to go next time. All right, here. You can book it because it's already going to be set up. Here's the website. You can book now. I'm so serious, too.
You are.
I'm so serious.
I know you are, but listen, I'm telling you, I'm so excited. And you have some amazing people, that's going to be there. And if somebody chooses to miss that, it's something wrong with you. It's something wrong with you. And listen, even if you're a person who's just looking to be inspired, this is the place for you. So you don't necessarily have to be an entrepreneur. You can be an aspiring entrepreneur because this is where you're going to get the meat and potatoes to get the basis and the foundation of how to get your business together. So listen, y'all, they better get on it.
I think people who just need a break. It's been the quarantine. Y'all been with these kids inside this house and all that school and everything else. Just come and hang around with a whole bunch of dope women. And just learn anything and everything about how to empower yourself just in general. Like, it's going to be good food. The chef is staying all weekend on property. What you say? On property.
I'm getting tingles. I just can't. I don't know what to do. I'm excited. Y'all hear that?
So am I. So am I. All right, everybody. So this is Shay. You can find her everywhere. She's all over my pages, by the way. If you look through my stuff, she's always there because she's just that cool.
Yep, and I'll be liking everything. Like.
You know, people don't like stuff. Just press like, people. Like and share. Like and share. Like and share.
It takes 2 seconds to just like real quick, and if you want to share, just to show some support.
Please. People don't really want to support.
So
it's very simple, right? So we're going to leave it there. Like and share, people. It is that simple.
Yes, let's do it.